Life as We Know It with Tom Walton.
Today is National Tax Day, which means that you have until midnight to file your federal and state tax returns. If you're still working on them, good luck finding a post office at 11:59 p.m. that still has the lights on and will postmark your returns just ahead of the deadline. If that's just not doable, you have options. One, you could hurriedly file for an extension, which means you suddenly get another 6 months to file. Your new deadline would be October 15. But then you'd only have 6 months before you have to do it all over again in April 2025. Two, and perhaps even less practical at this hour, you could move to Massachusetts or Maine, where the filing deadline is not until Wednesday the 17th. So why do Maine and Massachusetts get a break? Those two states observe Patriots' Day and Emancipation Day, both of which fall on April 15. Apparently, if you'd rather spend today, the 15th, quietly honoring Nathan Hale or Abraham Lincoln, rather than fussing with your taxes, your friends at the Internal Revenue Service will not object. Here in Ohio and Michigan, we get no such consideration. How we might wish that the IRS was as considerate with regard to the complexities of the federal tax code. Despite occasional attempts to streamline portions of the tax laws, they remain virtually undecipherable to the average American. I feel especially bad for professional tax accountants who spend years of their lives trying to make sense of it all. With all the changes, big and small, that seem to come along every year in the tax code, trying to keep up must be like nailing Jell-O to a tree. How bizarre does it get? Consider the following excerpts I found buried in the instructions for filing your return, and I'm quoting now. Dear taxpayer, you have the right, if you are not the brightest crayon in the box, to give us everything you have. If you choose the latter, please see Form 1040 Ridiculously Easy. Just write a check for everything you own. Exception, if you keep coins in a jar, especially pennies, do not send them in. Please. Now then, have you ever tried to sell air conditioners in the Yukon? If you answered yes, reduce your exemptions by 1. What were you thinking? Now we need you to add the distance between the sun and the moon at the vernal equinox, and then subtract the temperature at which water boils, and multiply by the number of letters in Elvis Presley's middle name. If the amount is smaller than 0, you cheated. Determine your latitude and longitude and add all the digits together. Subtract the number of the date of the month you were born. We know when that is, so don't lie to us. Take 3 paces forward, check your pulse, make a rude noise of your choice, and pick a number between 27 and 82. Now scramble the last 6 letters in your maternal grandmother's maiden name. If you can form a gibberish word rhyming with Adirondack, you may defer your taxes until your death. However, you must submit an affidavit asserting that you were just kidding on that driver's license photo. Well, you're almost finished. Put your right foot in, and then you shake it all about. Remember to carry the 6, carry the groceries, carry the nation, and if you're a golfer, carry the green. Stop! If your Social Security number is 12 or below, you owe no taxes. Okay, that's it. I'm just trying to help here, but hurry up. The clock is ticking.
Life as We Know It is written and hosted by Tom Walton and is a production of WGTE Public Media. Life as We Know It with Tom Walton can be heard on WGTE FM 91 every Monday afternoon during All Things Considered at 5:44 p.m. Or hear past episodes at wgte.org/life.